bit of a, wanted to do this since the recent events of last night. Albania and Serbia and Kosovo. Serbia and Kosovo are having tensions. It's gone to the worst they've been at in since the 90s. Everyone on Twitter has called Serbia the new Russia, that Serbia is this whole bad imperialist country, and all that. Turns out that's not true. Okay? That's not true. I'm going to explain why. You see, Serbia claims Kosovo as their own province. So Serbian license plates are good in that country. If you call it a country, it's basically a province. If you know your history, then it's pretty obvious who to support. Serbia. Why? Kosovo has been Serbian ever since the dawn of their nation and when they got independence from Turkey, from the Ottoman Empire. They've had everything up from Kosovo to Belgrade, up to the northern part of Belgrade. Then then World War I happens. They win the war despite getting capitulated. They end up, may I remind you, winning, getting most of the Balkan land, forming the Kingdom of Yugoslavia, which Kosovo was included, by the way. Kosovo was a part of Yugoslavia. Then World War II happens. They get absolutely torn apart by the Nazis and the Italians. Sorry about that, guys, but the whole thing I'm trying to point out is Kosovo's always been a part of Serbia. Never got independence, or should I say in quotes, independence, because it's not a country. It's just a province. Albania, during the Cold War under Hasha against Tito, started claiming it as part, or to lay a claim on Kosovo as a part of their own, because there's an ethnic Albanian minority in there at the time, because there were more Serbs living in Kosovo than Albanians at the time, with the Hasha-Tito rivalry. Tito dies. Yugoslavia falls apart. Enter the 90s, the worst time period. The 2020s are looking like the 90s now, with the whole wars nonstop. We have an issue. So, Kosovo was ethnically replaced by Albanian. Aren't you live? If you're live, I'm not going to let you join. But if you aren't, then I will. My whole thing with this is Kosovo was never part of Albania nor independent until 2008, when it supposedly got independence. Now, Albania replaced the Serbian population with ethnic Albanians. That's why it's majority ethnic Albanian. That's ethnic cleansing at its finest. Albania started it. It only made worse when America got involved. And I'm going to get into America later in this stream. Serbia literally will not recognize Kosovo. But my thing is with this is Serbia is not going to recognize Kosovo ever. I'm blaming Albania for this. America only made it worse. And most of the world does not recognize an independent Kosovo. Like, just think about it. Most of the world does not recognize an independent Kosovo. It's literally a fact. More people don't recognize it than do. Even American allies do not recognize it. Like India, Spain. Yes, Spain. Spain doesn't recognize it. I don't think Poland recognizes it, but Poland does not like Serbia, so they support Albania. Most countries that support Albania recognize the independence of Kosovo, unless your name is Poland. And even a Ukrainian said on Twitter, we stand with Kosovo. Your government does not. Your government doesn't even recognize it. Your government supports Serbia's stance on Kosovo, where Kosovo is simply just a rebellious province. I literally had to scold a Ukrainian on Twitter about that. I'm like, doesn't your government not recognize its independence? And aren't you currently busy with something else, which you're going to lose because you're eventually going to run out of time? You're so corrupt. And Hungary is killing everything. The whole plan. Hungary is going to start dropping sanctions now. People called me an imperialist when I said I stand with Serbia. Because I do. I literally support them. People are just ignorant. People are just incredibly ignorant about this whole issue. Like, I can't stand it when people are so unbelievably ignorant with Serbia and Albania and Kosovo. Now, Serbia's President Alexander Vučić, addressed the nation about it, and Kosovo's leader did. Now, here's an issue now. NATO can get involved without a UN Security Council vote, which will get vetoed because of Russia and China and France, because France ain't gonna do shit. France literally won't do shit. Like, NATO troops in Kosovo have a serious problem that should be solved immediately. If Serbia attacks, NATO troops cannot intervene without a UN Security Council resolution, which would be vetoed by Russia. They don't have a reason to intervene. That's fucking illegal. It's like America's like, I come up with the rules, I don't follow the rules. America does not follow rules. Everyone should know that. And I'm going to bring up America because now we're here. Speaking of which, Al-Qaeda's leader is fucking dead. Fuck Al-Qaeda. Bitch-made terrorists. Fuck them for doing 9/11. Fuck the Saudis for giving them money and weapons. All these fucking idiots out there so ignorant about this whole issue. You need to understand history if you think Kosovo is a part of Albania. And also, Bill Clinton is a fucking war criminal. Bill Clinton is a war criminal. I'm going to bring up the U.S. bombing of Yugoslavia. That was fucking illegal. And everyone knows it. That was an illegal bombing. Should not have fucking happened. And on top of that, the United States deliberately hit the Chinese embassy in Belgrade. And China, rightfully so, got pissed. They rightfully so got pissed. And I fucking hate China. Everyone knows I fucking hate China more than anything in the world. Everyone fucking knows it. Like, my whole thing with this Kosovo issue is, if you know history, you know who to support. And I know history, so I'm supporting them. But nobody in the West gets the method, because they're only taught about American history. We're not taught about anything else. Most NATO forces have been depleted because of Ukraine. They've been funneling weapons into fucking Ukraine. Ukrainian politicians are literally insane. Yeah, but Bill Clinton actively committed a fucking war crime. Like, Belgrade is completely flattened and still is in ruins after 1999. We haven't done shit to help Serbia repair from that. Serbia was fucking thriving, and then and then we had to go in and fucking flatten that whole entire country. America is not any better than y'all think. Like, think about it. America's not much better than Russia, China, Serbia, Belarus. Ukraine ain't any good at all. Like, come on. Like, if it has to be unanimous in order to be approved for the UN Security Council. Like, say the U.S. is like, Serbia's invading Kosovo, we gotta intervene. China and Russia are gonna be like, what are you talking about? Fuck no, you're not doing that. Gonna get vetoed. And if NATO does intervene, I'm going on the streets and protesting. All these fucking Albanians. Albanians are literally fucking idiots. I was chilling in a European Discord server, and one of the mods was Albanian, knew I supported Serbia, fucking banned me. Fucking banned me. No reason at all. And here's how it started, okay? Kosovo banned Serbian license plates. Serbia got pissed at that, so they immediately sent troops to the border just in case. They absolutely had no other option but to invade. Because Serbia claims that as part of their own, Serbia accepts their own license plates in Kosovo. people don't want to be up for this debate. When I say not a country, Kosovo is a failure. It's not a real country. Independence movement failed. It's an independence movement that quite literally failed. You understand? Like, my thing is, this whole issue is flat out a U.S. problem and an Albania problem. And nobody realizes it at all. Not to mention, Albania literally fought for the Nazis in World War II. They allowed Nazi and Italian troops to stay in their country, and they fucking invaded Greece, and they fucking failed miserably. That was one of the worst military invasion attempts of all time. And Serbia set up roadblocks. Actually, no. Kosovo blocked Serbian villages off. Serbian villages were blocked off. And because of the whole fucking whatever it is, because of everything going the fuck on, Albania is probably gonna fucking ban me now. Like, they're probably gonna fucking ban me at this rate. And will I give a shit? No. I won't give a shit. Fuck Albania. As I like calling them, and Albania. Like, I made a video, it's flagged, but I made it unlisted so that way it don't get fucking flagged again, because if it does, then I'm fucked. And Albania was a -10. Now they're a -99. I didn't really like Albania ever, but I didn't really hate them. Then this year comes along and I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. Because now I started to realize maybe the Albanians were the ones who started it. Maybe the Albanians started this whole fucking thing because they decided to be bitches in the fucking 90s. Because they're shit. The Albanians are utter shit. The Albanian army is actually utter shit. The Albanian army is literally terrible. Like, it is literally terrible. Lost to the fucking Iraqis. Like, come on. Any people I know literally are not supporting Serbia. My whole family does not support Albania and Kosovo. Most of my friends do not even like Albania or Kosovo. And if we intervene in a war between Serbia and Kosovo, I'm fucking going on the streets and protesting. I'm fucking protesting. Ugh. Damn it. Anyways, I want to wrap this shit up. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time.